it has to coincide with the games also. I want Ash to work his way back home to Kanto. Like maybe he does get champion. I want him to go back home. I want the game. I want there to be a game where you can go through all the regions.
You know what's so funny? Oh my god!
Didn't I tell you?
I think we were talking about. I said there should be a game where you can go
start in
through
Generation 1 and you go through every
everything.
championship, every Pokemon, every region,
Exactly, that'd be
everything,
the
and go through
best
the entire
game
thing.
in
Hear
the
that,
world.
Nintendo Wii U right now.
Make it happen.
Make it
Oh
happen.
my god!
That's
I'll
your
buy that
first Wii U game right there. That's a.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. I can say, you know what? I don't see why though. Why hasn't Nintendo Wii or Wii U made a game like this?
That's a lot of.
That's
No, not like that. No,
Pokemon.
not like that. Like
What?
they made Omega Sapphire,
Ruby.
No,
Omega
Omega
Ruby,
Ruby and Alpha
Sapphire for 3DS. But why is it not for Wii U? That's what I'm saying. Why can't? I mean, the way that it looks in 3DS, it looks like I'm playing a fucking Wii. They're already 3-dimensional
And
now.
to be honest,
They're already
the Wii U could use the help.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I
Let's save
remember.
that
I remember.
discussion for another time.
No, but I just want to say, like, I remember when GameCube was out. That was like the best thing. I'm sorry, whoever made Wii, like the creator of Wii, that was the most stupidest decision you ever made in your life. I'm sorry, because GameCube was like the shit, and then Wii like killed it. You know, like it really did. They made a GameCube number 2.
GameCube games.
No, that's understandable, but they made XD and Coliseum for GameCube. I remember, like, I didn't want to sell my GameCube just for those 2 games. Those were the best. Like, I'd rather play those in the, like, nah, whatever I say, I'd rather play those in Game Boy games, but there was a point, like, if I got tired of my Game Boy Advance playing it, I would play those Pokemon games. They should definitely make it.
To me, it was like, you know, at the beginning, the anime personally followed the game so well.
Yeah.
At least for the first
like Pokemon
generation. For the red, blue, whatever,
Yeah.
And that first season of Pokemon followed it so well. And then afterwards, it just became a secondary outlet to the new games that were coming out. You know what I mean? It's like, at first it was like, let's make an anime based on the game that's based on the manga, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, we came out with this game, let's make an anime for it. Let's make a character that's supposed to, like, mimic Red, and go through the same story of Pokemon. Okay, he'll go for the same badges, that's great. And then it just became, we're making a new region, so now Ash has to go to that region now. And just catch all new shit all over. Like, it just became a secondary outlet, like, you play your game, and now see someone go through the same thing, you know? But it to me, it like lost its purpose after a while, and it really just became this repetitive, you know, boy walking, he meets people. They walk through the forest for 40 episodes, and then they fight a gym, and they walk through the forest for 40 more
Brock
episodes.
makes his dumb puns about pants and stuff.
And they get tricked by Team Rocket every episode, and a gym battle is interrupted by Team Rocket. And Pikachu's captured by Team Rocket. And it's just, it was the same repetitive...
And one of the younger siblings do something stupid.
Yeah, it was just the same repetitive shit in every episode and every season after that. You know, and just became another outlet to what they could do. You know, that in my opinion.
It's fucking hard in here.
What would be perfect to just ending this question, this would be really dramatic to end Pokemon. What if finally Pikachu is like, fuck it, I'm gonna evolve into a Raichu and just shatter everyone's dreams?
That would piss me off so much.
I would love that. I would love that
or-
because there'll be riots in the street and I can get free shit.
Check
Because no
this
one
out.
would like that.
Check this out. Last episode of Pokemon, Ash is in his champion battle. He's risen whatever champion Gen 25 or whatever it is from now, where you can morph into your Pikachu and shit. The battle, Pikachu just fainted and he goes, Pikachu, return.
And he puts him in a Pokeball.
Blank screen.
And that's it?
But there was an episode where Pikachu, he put Pikachu in the Pokeball, and I think he didn't like it.
No, he tried to.
He tried to.
But he didn't want it.
Wasn't that episode where they showed the inside of the Pokeball? Or how it looked with the Pokemon inside?
I know Robot Chicken made fun of what it was like inside.
No, I think there was an episode. I think it was like that. Yes, I think so.
What Pokemon you watching?
No, I'm being serious. What's my
Pokemon After Dark.
No, I think there is.
What adult
Want to come into my Pokeball,
No,
baby?
if you YouTube it, actually, we're gonna put the YouTube link down when I find the video. But
We will if it exists.
No, I'm serious. I'm showing you guys.
Please let it be an
Don't be
actual
surprised if you don't see a link in the description.
If you don't see it, look there. I'll say right now.
Disclaimer now. Warning. Don't get your hopes up. But, okay. Concluding. That was a good point.
I'm serious. I really do think so. I really don't. Okay.
Let's see, Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, let's talk about legendaries.
Whoa!
Legendary Pokemon.
Rayquaza all day.
Are they becoming, after generation, are they becoming dull? Do you feel like they're becoming dull and boring? Are they running out of ideas?
I feel like now they're giving them purpose. But they're giving them like they're giving them these big ass purpose. Like I remember when Mewtwo was out, he had no purpose. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, no purpose. Lugia, I don't think had a purpose really. Entei, what was he made fun of a volcano or some shit like that? He was made by a volcano.
No.
Or he made a volcano.
No. The lore behind Entei, Raikou, Suicune is that 3 Eevees were trapped in a temple, and there was a fire or something, and they all died. And not 3 Eevees, I'm sorry. A Flareon, a Jolteon, a Vaporeon were in the temple when it got destroyed, and they all died, and their spirits became an Entei, Suicune, and Raikou.
Yeah, really, so no purpose on that one.
At least they gave him a backstory.
No, they gave him a backstory. That's what I'm saying. Like, giving legendaries backstory.
Eevee died, and it now turned into. What kind of evolution is this? This isn't really.
This is a spirit.
This isn't
reincarnation.
Primal. Oh god, here we just made the next game. Spirit evolution. Oh man.
Yeah, but now
I actually think that was
purpose.
a Digimon thing.
No, but now they're giving them purpose. Like I think it started with.
But even that already became fucking old.
What?
Their purpose. Like they already ran that into the fucking
That's what I'm
ground.
saying. Now it's already too much because now you have Arceus, who's a god.
No, but I didn't mind them giving it.
I don't mind Arceus that much. All hail Arceus to everyone out there.
I didn't mind them giving the Pokemon
No, I love
purpose.
Arceus. Arceus is the coolest.
No, but I didn't
Pokemon
mind them giving legendaries purpose, but they already ran into the ground. Like you gave, if you understand really, is that Groudon and Kyogre and Rayquaza also had purposes, and that was the 3rd generation, and they gave them purpose.
What was them?
Groudon was he was like not the lord, but like he was the balance of ground. He controlled ground. Kyogre was the king of water, and Rayquaza was sky.
Yeah, no, okay. No.
But even after all that, they already started running into the ground, where you have Zekrom and
Reshiram. Don't even remember that lore.
What are they like? Just like light and dark.
What was
that's why they're black and white.
Kyurem is suppling with some angry dragon in ice. If
Yeah,
you watch
it
the
was just that. It was just
movie,
that.
if you watch the Keldeo movie, he's just
and that confused me. There you go. That's fusion.
Oh, that's
fusion right there.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, yeah.
You said they were gonna have. They already had fusion.
They already have fusion. Oh
wow. Okay.
They already had fusion like that, but and like you had light and dark, and now you have Yveltal and
life and death.
So what is his name? Xerneas.
Xerneas.
Is life is like life and death, and then you have
Zygarde. I don't know.
Zygarde, yeah, I don't know.
What's it?
He's not even. He wasn't released yet, right? Like as
he's in the game.
He's in the game.
Catch him, and he does have a Pokédex entry that I don't give a crap. I don't remember.
You know, like it's just like, and they even already drove it into a hole like this. Like it was okay. I think as far as they should have gone was time and space. I think that was pushing it to me.
They don't feel like legendaries anymore. That's the problem.
They feel like gods. Like they're not even.
It's not even that. It's like
you worship these Pokemon.
As the generation goes by, they're just spoon feeding us legendaries, and we're just supposed to be like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, no,
they're not legendary.
They are because they're giving us so many.
Like
they're giving us so many in one region. There's already like 5, 6, 7. I mean, like 8 of them.
Well, no, because they're legendaries, but then they have the other ones.
Black and White had the Tornadus,
Thunderous.
Those were so dumb. We're getting back to what generation.
Oh god! Quick, kill Black and White.
Oh my god, those are so.
No, those were.
They are the same thing with different color schemes.
Different colors. They got surfing on clouds.
Didn't they have that song Pokemon, or was it X and Y that had that?
Right now, that was ripped right out of Wind Waker with.
but even I can't remember.
Didn't they have the song Pokemon? She was supposed to be.
Melly.
She was supposed to be legendary also.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
I think it was Diamond and Pearl's generation that had the lake Pokemon. It was Uxie, and
Axel,
Mesper, and like
like
those. Okay, there was still purpose. There was lakes. Then you had the sky and the ground, the water, and you had all these different purposes. And then it became like you had Palkia and Dialga, which was time and space. And I think that was pushing it, like to actually get into time and space. Do you know what kind of like
Because once you get to
dimensional rift you would cause with time and
Once you
space.
get to time and space, you're gonna get the Pokemon of the universe,
Yeah.
and then
No,
that
it's not the same,
But then you got the God Pokemon, which was just so over the top. Like the God Pokemon? Who created him?
You know, because at the same time,
Don't
yeah, I
ask
can understand
that.
like
They will
Rayquaza.
answer that in the next game.
Like Rayquaza covered Sky, like that was the Pokemon of the sky.
Right.
Rayquaza, you know? Then you come out like, yeah, Zekrom now, time and space, like Zekrom created, I think it was time
No,
or...
Zekrom and
They're-
Reshiram
I think they're
are
in-
light and dark.
They control the.
You get
No,
confused.
Poke and Dialga.
Palkia and Dialga with time
Poke
and
and Dialga
space.
time and space. I think Dialga was time and Poke
That I
and
get
space.
confused with.
I
I'm
forgot
not
which
sure.
one. But like, how do you have a Pokemon that created time and space, and at the same time, how do you have a Pokemon? How can you call out to this Pokemon to create time and space? You know, like that's like like in a way, it's like their beliefs. They're becoming beliefs now.
Right.
You know, like I believe in the god Arceus. He'll bring back my Eevee who died. You know, like really.
And then that actually brings us into the next topic. Like within this topic is, can you even catch these things?
Oh, okay.
Should you even be allowed?
Okay, I want to get
catch
into
these
this. I want to
things?
get into this really bad. The Master Ball is okay. Pokeball captures Pokemon. Now the Master Ball is made to capture any Pokemon. Now this Master Ball was around since Kanto region because you could capture the Mewtwo with a
Yeah,
with a Master
that's
Ball,
what you saved
which
it for.
I believe is the most ridiculous thing.
Who uses their Master
Why?
Ball?
Because Mewtwo is not really a Pokemon.
I was only
That's one big debate, and I still don't believe that Mewtwo is a Pokemon. I still don't believe it. They had to already state it that he was created. He's not a Pokemon. You can't create a Pokemon. You know, yeah, Pokemon's a Pokemon because they're Pokemon. You know, same thing. Like I can understand, like you can't really create a human. It's like creating a cyborg. They're not really human. They're half robotic. They're not. You know, you can't create another human instead of giving birth to one. That's the whole point. Unless a Pokemon gave birth into an egg and hatched into that's a Pokemon right there. Can't really create one with technology. So Mewtwo was never a Pokemon. How can you catch it? At the same time, how can you catch Arceus? I can catch Palkia Dialga. I mean, if I capture Dialga, I'm going, boy, I'm gonna change the whole universe. If I capture Arceus, I'm like, I'm creating a bunch of Garatinas and Rayquazas for me. Why? Because I can. I have Arceus right in this ball right here. I'm the master of everybody.
And you're the God Pokemon, and you've been like belittled down to being stuck in a Pokeball.
Exactly. If you're the God
You have
Pokemon,
to reevaluate your life.
if you're the God Pokemon and a Pokeball comes flying to you, you're going, really? And you in the Pokemon's mind, Arceus' mind is like, really? Ding. That shit's going flying. He should be able to have that Pokeball capture that freaking
The
human.
human.
Really?
How about I put you in the damn Pokeball?
Exactly.
Hi, and even so, how can you? Even so,
get
like,
on that game.
yeah.
We're catching humans now.
Like they really made a ball to capture anything, and now you can capture life and death. If I can't say his name.
Yeah,
Yveltal and
Yveltal.
Xerneas.
If Yveltal
Who's death?
dies,
If I capture Yveltal, I could kill the whole freaking planet if I wanted to. Yeah, bye everybody. I'm the master. I'm the king of
yeah,
this
but
planet.
if you kill Yveltal, you're dying also.
Yeah, no, that's understandable, but that's why I'd be like very nice to him and shit. You know?
But that's it's just.
I'll be really.
You're my homie now. Kill it.
But that's why it's just so like it just.
Feed in the cupcakes now that you can do.
They just drove it all like it all got driven right into the ground with every idea they had about legendaries and
Smash my cookies.
I think you did. You stood up.
Yes, I did. I stepped on the bag and I broke. Okay, really this for now.
Next time on.
Watch Brandon pick up the crumbs that he dropped on the floor.
I will.
But yeah, like it's just that's where it became and it just got driven into the ground and it's not. But people are gonna keep loving it and keep going after it. But
I will always love and spend my money.
I won't spend my money.
There's
I
no
don't
way.
care how stupid it is. Any Pokemon games are one of the funnest games on Game Boy. I think that's what really made Game Boy like or whatever system like big was Pokemon games. People was like crazy for that shit. I remember going to buy like even for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I wanted to pre-order it. And it was already like I couldn't pre-order it. It was already
This game, we were waiting for the trumpets. We were waiting for Owen. Everyone ran. I waited out in the cold on midnight release.
Oh, I would have.
Omega Ruby
Yeah.
Alpha Sapphire.
Especially that it's like my favorite region too. It's like the remake of my favorite. I was like, shit, I want to buy
definitely
it.
one of the best. But they
Negative.
threw something in this game. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. There's something in this game called the Delta episode, and to anyone who
The Delta episode?
there's a Delta. They're the post game.
Alpha, Delta.
There's a post game.
But they were saying Delta would be Rayquaza.
It's Delta's about Rayquaza. That's where you get Rayquaza and Deoxys.
Will we get the Oxys?
Yes. But what they introduced a character in this Delta episode as the main character named Zinnia, and she's like some bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was a bitch.
No. She has her views about whatever, and she wants to do something with Rayquaza, summon him so she can be a bitch or whatever. But she says something in the game that it really interested me. It sparked my interest. Sorry for the English. She says something. Can you somewhere out in the universe? There's another Hoenn that exists, and it doesn't have Mega Stones, and it doesn't have Mega Evolutions. So
that was a callback to the original Ruby.
Yeah, the first thing I'm thinking is, wait, are they saying right now that Hoenn just, are we already whenever we started Mega Evolution, we already started going down
into a parallel universe?
Yeah. So
that makes sense why Ash is probably a different Ash if I'm in my speculations for X and Y. If Ash is different, that's not the real Ash that we know. That's a different Ash because he does look very younger and very different. He doesn't even act like the Ash. I'm sorry, but in that episode he doesn't know shit. It's like if he's starting brand new. He's something. I think he said one time he was like, oh. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was like same concept. He was like, oh, grass beats water. And Ash was like, it does? Like, grass beats water? And this is exaggerating. It's just the same concept. It was like something you should have known, you don't know. And it's confusing because I was reading, it's like...
What kind of Pokemon trainer are you?
I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Brock told you this in the freaking first
You know what I
season.
don't understand is why they even decided to continue to change the main character of the games. They never spoke. They never did anything but walk around. At least until these newer ones came out where they had more... You had more freedom with that character.
Mm-hmm. In the games you're talking about?
In the games, yeah.
Okay.
Like now you have more freedom with the character.
Yeah.
And because the graphics are better, they're more detailed. They have their own personality because of what they look like. But even in, what was it, X and Black and White, X and Y, where you customize your guy.
That I thought was awesome.
Set customization.
X and Y. You
can change the hair. That shit was awesome.
You know, but
they took it right away from us.
They took it away?
Yeah. Obviously, it's Hoenn.
You can't do that.
You're not allowed
Everyone looks the same in Ruby.
You can't decorate Brent.
No, because I saw his character. It was the same guy with the green band, the white hair.
Yeah,
I think he was the coolest looking generic
what I
animal.
don't understand is why they even bothered to do that when they never served a purpose to begin with. They never spoke. Up until now, they did nothing but walk around. And up until now, they were a person this big that all you saw on them was a hat and their legs move. Like,
gave them more personality, probably.
But not really, because you still named them yourself.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything in the game besides you with them.
Now I could be like, hey, I like the red shirt better than the blue one.
Like, I don't know why they even bothered to continue to change the main character that didn't serve a purpose to begin with.
My guy was
one thing
the swaggiest looking guy with his fedora.
One thing I hated they took out was the Pokemon following you, though. Because I remember when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out,
need to bring it back.
the first Pokemon, when your party followed you, that was the most awesomest thing.
Yeah.
Like, even, I think...
You were able to go into the Pokemon
Which
Park,
one
right?
was... No, Pokemon Yellow wasn't the first Pokemon game. It was,
Red and Blue.
It was Red and Blue.
Yeah,
Yellow
that was
came
the first
out,
one that it was all
the anime.
Pikachu.
Pikachu followed you. That was like the beginning of it. Like, they showed, like, shit, Pikachu followed you. That's awesome. They took it out with the Game Boy Advance games, and they brought it back
with Soul. Did they bring
Soul Silver and Heart Gold?
Yes, yeah.
You can go to the park.
Yeah.
With your Pokemon.
That though was awesome.
You could walk around in general. You could walk everywhere with it, right?
Yeah, you can walk everywhere. Even inside buildings, some buildings they wouldn't be there.
It's the Pokemon of time and space.
But what?
Yeah, right.
You know what's funny? Because I would see memes about it.
Around.
I would see memes about it, and like they had one with a picture of somebody walking with an Onyx, and then somebody kind of drew out the picture. It was Onyx crashing through the building as they walked through the door. That was perfect. I was like, that's really gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
But
like you said, like, oh look, it's the Pokemon of time.
It's the same thing.
It's
the same. Yes, exactly. Like me having Rayquaza just walks in a Pokemon.
I thought that was a legend.
You got Rayquaza. Like I would, if I see somebody with Rayquaza.
Rayquaza's in my bathroom.
I'm just like,
God.
I'll give you anything.
I'm gonna wash Rayquaza and feed him cupcakes.
I had Brock make food for you. It's good.
Rayquaza would roll over and you die.
Okay, but back to the whole, capture issue. It does seem when you get to this point where the legendaries have this lore behind them, like time and space, like the god Pokemon, like life and death, how can they be caught? Not even how can they be caught physically, but how could you even fathom to want to catch them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they seem like that Pokemon, like, I don't know what movie it was. It might have been, like, one of the early movies where this guy was just going around capturing Pokemon. But he wasn't capturing them in Pokeballs. He was capturing
I think it was that Moltres.
Moltres, right? He had like a
crane,
cage or something.
Thing.
And they were in like a flying ship or whatever.
I don't even
and he caught it in like a cage or something. Like, he physically caught it with a machine. He didn't just throw a fucking Pokeball at him and pray that he clicked.
Reggie Gigius and everyone was in there too.
Like, it just, like, at that point, it is more like that. Like, you have to try to capture them like they're a wild animal, with nets or cages or machines, more than a Pokeball. Because
we're talking Pokeball, we're talking about actually befriending
them, that's what Pokeball is.
Befriending them, so you're telling me you can, hey, I'm best friends with Jesus Christ now.
That's true.
It's just, like, that's what it is to me. Like, the lore became so great for these new legendaries where, how could you even fathom to catch them with a man, and not even just a Pokeball, a man-made object? Pokeballs at the end of the day were made by scientists and creators and engineers in a lab. So you can tell me these Pokemon that are so...
Not even in a lab. That shit was made in the house. In the Johto region, you give him a freaking blue apricorn, he'll make you a Pokeball in his house. In his nice oak wood cut house that only had one bed, one stove, one refrigerator, no TV.
He was a simple guy. But like, you get these legendaries that are so, at this point, like, so supernatural and just, out there with their abilities, like time and space, and Giratina with the dimensions, and you're gonna catch him with a man-made object?
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding me?
If you caught Giratina,
that's like me trying to catch a fucking unicorn.
I'm pretty sure you're stuck in that dimension.
Fucking butterfly.
That's true.
That dimension would break and you would die and you would disappear into a black void.
Like, that's like me trying to catch a unicorn with a butterfly net. Like, it's not gonna fucking happen. Because one, they're like this this supernatural animal that's not real, and I'm just gonna go, got you. That's it. You're mine now. And he's like, all right, shit. You got that. I'll be your best friend forever and follow you till I die. To me, just theoretically, it shouldn't even happen or even exist anymore to be able to catch something like that.
No, but you know what? Also, the Pokeball made
To me, I would rather them form in the game. Them form a very in-depth story with the legendary, like they do in the movies. When you see a legendary in the movie,
the movies are about the legendaries.
Right, but something happens and Ash befriends them.
Ash dies, befriends them.
Like, that's the thing, like, Ash befriends the legendary and helps them out of this huge situation or something, and, like, I would rather something like that in the game where at the end the legendary, like, befriends your character and wants to join you.
That's actually what they did in...
have a cutscene where the Pokemon taps the Pokeball and goes inside it himself.
They kind of did that in this.
No,
just so it's more like his choice,
They did that in Oris.
No, I've seen that.
They basically, you and Steven go to Southern Island or whatever, and Latias, or depending on your game, was like, hey, I want to be a part of your party. You don't have to catch Latios. They want to be in your party, and that's what Steven even says. So I thought that was pretty cool. And
yeah, but look at who it's going with. Latios. One of the legendaries that had no fucking purpose at all. But they didn't do it with a time and space or a god.
They're cool.
Latios are really cool with awesome.
I like jets. I like the color red.
They do
but I'm saying, like, they didn't do it with a Pokemon that served such a huge purpose, like time and space or god or like life and death. They did it with something like that. Like, that's like Entei wanting to join.
Yeah.
That's more. I would be okay catching an Entei normally with a Pokeball.
Entei's just like.
Yeah, but do you know
what? Something like a time and space and things like that.
I gotta say catching, but you know what the Pokeball really does? The Pokeball kind of not like saying like it puts a Pokemon in a trance, but it kind of puts it in a way where the Pokemon now is like, you're my master. Like, that's it. There's no questions asked.
So now the God Pokemon has a master.
I remember watching an episode.
Okay, we can't say master.
No, because I remember watching an episode. I remember watching an episode where there was a Charmander. I think it was a black and white episode. I forgot which one it was. But the Charmander was getting like treated very badly by its owner.
Wasn't this the original Charmander?
That sounds like the original.
Like the trainer.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god! Don't sit back down. Zip your mouth. Confusing black and white with.
the guy abandoned his Charmander and Ash caught it. And
Isn't that like the first episode of Pokemon?
I think it actually is like the second episode.
That's
And the Charmander, if I wasn't sitting here and too lazy to get up, I would kick you out of this panel right now.
He can leave.
And I would call Matt and tell him to take your place, even though he's not saying anything.
I just want to say...
That's a perfect way to end that topic.
I'm sorry. I just want to say I'm sorry to all the Pokemon fans. This is what Netflix does. Because they put the first season of Pokemon out there and I watched it.
There's no excuse for...
Now I feel like I'm watching back.
There's no excuse.
I was like, gee, they recycled the same Charmander idea twice.
You know what? Take this Ash hat. This original...
Give me, I get to wear it now.
I'm not worthy of it. Nah, that was mine. That's a complete fuck up. Okay, next one.
Okay.
Let's forget that ever happened.
We kind of
Let's get the Palkia to come and change shit for me, please.
We got two more things to cover. Actually, that's not really a big topic, but hell, that's a good way to end. We kind of covered this a little. What's in store for Gen 7 and what's after Oris? Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, if any of you are...
Wait, what's Oris again? Remind me.
Omega, oh my god!
Oh, wait, it's called Oris?
No!
What? Gosh, I don't fucking know.
Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Oris. It's just short. They put the letters together.
The fuck. I'm gonna.
He said it 42 times in this debate.
I don't. Yeah, but I didn't know what that was. I didn't really listen.
And he actually just said it.
He just said it too. He was like Oris. But I was like, wait, hold on. What's Oris?
He goes, what's in store after Oris? Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Wait, what's Oris?
Oh.
All right. Okay.
That's like me going. What's WoW? World of Warcraft.
Wow. Okay.
Shit, what's LOL?
I didn't even know that was abbreviations, to be honest.
Okay, so we're just gonna... Maybe I'll just put a black box over him the entire debate in the video.
Censored.
That shit fucked me up. I just said it before, like, about Charmander.
You're just bad at 1,000 today. Like, you just knock him out of here. Okay, what are we talking about? Gen 7.
What's in store for Gen 7?
I think
50 new Pokemon this time!
I touched base on this earlier. It's gonna be a cup, this can, and this computer. That's it. 3.
Laptop atop?
Legendary.
These
are legendaries,
These
too.
legendaries.
Coca
right
can.
here.
Legendaries.
Yeah, right.
That's what we get now. Because it already became... All the generations had like 150 or whatever, like past 100. And the last one had 80. So if that's any indication of where it's going, now we'll probably get like 70.
Which I hope not.
12 legendaries.
I don't know.
I hope the reason for that 70 was because, like we were saying before, they combined it with different generations.
We're starting
of Pokemon.
to find out where these rare Pokemon are native to. So I kind of want to hope that the next game, there's so much you can like say. Obviously, we're gonna be following down this deep Megastone route where they're gonna squeeze the life out of Megastones until every single Pokemon has one.
They're probably gonna do that. I was gonna say.
Oh, and that's the other thing with Gen 7. They're either gonna continue with Mega or make a whole new thing.
They brought Primal
Mega Evolution number 2. There's gonna be 2 Mega Evolutions now.
It will Kyogre and Groudon be the only Pokemon with Primal reversion? Are they gonna start spoon feeding us these other kind of spirit or whatever we were saying?
They're probably gonna start doing stuff with Lugia.
It's just
and other
the thing
stuff
that bothers
also
me
too.
about all that is it became so much. It's just too much. It became like a clusterfuck. You know what I mean?
A fucking cluster.
You had regular evolutions and you had legendaries. That was your game. That's what you knew. It was, I caught something, it either evolves or it doesn't evolve, or it evolves twice. Then I have my legendaries. There's one of each of them and that's it. Now you're getting, there's regular evolutions, but there's also mega evolutions. And now you're getting, there's legendaries, but guess what? Legendaries, there's only one in existence in the game, but now legendaries can mega evolve. And then you have... Wait, now you get Groudon and Kyogre, like certain legendaries, they don't mega evolve, they go into primal reversion. Like, what are you doing?
Sorry, Rayquaza, we're talking about you. You got banned because you're too fast for everything.
Yeah, they gave him a mega and not a primal. Like what are you doing with
cool
it?
to have a primal.
You know, like why are you even doing all this? If that was the case, why didn't you just add 4th forms to all these Pokemon?
You know,
Why'd you have to make it a mega evolution where it has to be done in
No,
battle?
but I like the Mega Evolution. I think 3 forms is already enough. I think 2 more.
To me, even ever since the first generation came out, I always wanted to see a 4-form Pokemon. Always.
I mean,
Since the very first generation came out, and I was like 5 years old, I wanted to see a 4-form Pokemon.
Yeah, because you want to see Charizard evolve to something else.
Oh, that would have been the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I was actually, when I was a kid, I was never thinking of
Maybe
Charizard. I was thinking of Nidoking.
He'll finally
Nidoking.
evolve into that dragon.
Like, I wanted to see, like, there was Nidoran, Nidorino, Nidoking, and then give me, like...
Nidogod!
No, Nidosaur. And it had, like... You know what I mean? Like, I always wanted to see a 4th form to these.
I think that's what Mega Evolution kind of did. It kind of gave us like
that. It's not working on a Game Freak.
What?
Nidosaur. I don't know.
Right, because there haven't been dumber names for Pokemon than that. Fungus Among Us.
Nido King to Nidosaur.
I would take that over Fungus Among Us, okay?
King to Thor.
No, but I mean, the Mega Evolution did give us that. Here's a 4th
But it's
evolution.
like a tease.
But at the same time, it doesn't make sense because it's anime, it's Japanese anime, like what they do every anime. Like they're like, oh you're so powerful, but can he hold the stake? Can he do it? Can he still have it? Super Saiyan 3, too big. Yeah, you know? But like it makes sense. Like the episode you were showing us, but Lucario was going crazy on Pikachu. He couldn't hold Mega Evolution, like it was so powerful, and it makes sense because I would say you had your 3rd form. I could see like first evolution, your first form is like your baby. Second evolution is like you're in your teens. Now third evolution, you're full grown now. You know. Now the 4th one is something like you're being added. You're having power added to you now. Like you transform into something even powerful. Can you hold it? Is your Pokemon strong enough to hold it? Maybe his is. Maybe yours is not. Like,
but they don't. Do they even touch base on that in the game?
No, I don't think so. In the game, you could transform.
That the Pokemon could lose the form or not control it.
No, in the game, no.
No, it's just I'm gonna Mega Evolve and kick the shit out of you.
There's probably some dialogue where it's like, oh, Mega Evolve can only work if you're like best friends, but no, they don't. That doesn't affect you.
No. But it does. I like the whole Mega. I like the whole temporary battle because I like that. You can have a chance to win when you're losing. You know?
It's balanced too. It's not like, hey, here's my Mega Pidgeot. Now I'm gonna take Mega out. I'm gonna bring in my next Mega. No, you get one. You get one chance.
Yeah, one chance. That's right. You're gonna use it once, and that's
chance.
Yeah, if you fuck it up, too bad. You fucked it up.
The only thing Megas Mega Evolution was an excuse for them to take like like fan designs of these Pokemon and give it to you anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to see.
I never thought of it like that.
You know what I mean? Like what's the shiny Charizard? He's black. And I love the shiny Charizard. So what did they do? One of his megas is black with blue flames. Like they took these
and they made him dragon type.
Right, like they took all
that's what everyone would have been wanting.
Right, it's like these megas are all like they found a way to put pure fan service into their lore. You know? Like everyone wanted to like Marshtomp was always this awesome powerful Pokemon. Now let's actually show him the way people wanted to see him. Now he's this brolic, big, like gym rat. You know what I mean? Like
Marshtomp?
Swampert.
I haven't seen that one actually.
Oh, his arms are this big. He's huge.
I haven't seen that one. I have to see it.
This brolic.
He's brolic.
I have to see it.
You know what I mean? Like they took it where it's like, 400, Pokemon fans sent in their fan art of Pokemon to Game Freak, and they're like,
you know what I was actually surprised
this
about?
is good. Let's make this. Let's make this a new form. And it's like, wait, but we don't do 4 forms, and he's already 3. Well, you know what? Let's make it a temporary. We'll call it Mega Evolution, and it can be done in battle. Now you get this design for a Pokemon where it was never done before, but people